But let's continue getting those trading ideas to you. And now from Sameet Chauhan as well as Manish Hathi-Ramani. They both join us on the show. And Sameet, great to have you with us. Tell us which stocks would you like to recommend to our viewers and your reason behind selecting those stocks?
Good morning. In this current bounce, we would like to recommend two buys. First buy would be on TCS for a target of 2720. Stop loss would be 2560. The stock gave a breakout a couple of weeks back around 2600 from its symmetrical triangle pattern on a closing basis. After seeing a good surge towards 2750, the stock corrected back to its breakout point, which coincides with the strong support zone of daily 89 EMA. We are seeing this recent down move as a pullback of this pattern, and hence we expect this stock to climb towards 2720 in next few trading sessions. The second stock that we like is Reliance Infra for a bounce towards 342 and stop loss 307. Actually, we recommended a stock around 317, 318, which was the breakout point. Recently, this stock corrected from the level of 420 and is now halted around its 161% reciprocal retracement of the recent up move. Yesterday's candle can be called as a bullish hammer pattern. Thus, we expect immediate bounce towards 342. However, considering the risk to reward ratio, it's advisable to buy this stock only on a dip towards 320, 318. And our last recommendation would be to short Asian Paints for a target of 835 and stop loss would be 880. 3 days back, the stock gave a breakdown from head and shoulder pattern around its strong support zone of 870. In last couple of days, the stock has given a decent bounce toward its decline, which is placed around 865, 870. We expect this downward movement to continue in next couple of days. Hence, we have a target of 835 in Asian Paints and stop loss would be 880.
Okay, lots of stocks to watch out for from Sameet Chauhan as well. To buy and one sell call coming in. Manish Hathi-Ramani also joins in on the phone line to share his trading ideas. Manish, great to have you with us. First up, a word on the markets. Do you think the recovery mode is going to be on for some more time? And your top trading ideas.
Good morning to you and to all our viewers. Well, I'm still of the opinion we are in bear tendencies, and I wouldn't really get excited and go long unless we don't clock the levels of about 8100, 8200 to be the bare minimum. 3 sell calls are there from my side. My first sell on Ultratech Cement for a target of 2760, stop loss of 2940. We have larger than average volumes which have been clocked on the stock once the levels of 2950 were broken. The second sell is on a DLF for a target of 90, stop loss of 122. 110 was a large support block for this stock, which was pulverized in no time. The stock is pulled up, makes it a better candidate to short. And the sell is for a target of 815, stop loss of 80. This is a fresh structural breakdown in Reliance. We might see pullbacks in this stock.
Okay, so 3 sell calls coming in from Manish Hathi-Ramani at this point of time. Clearly, it's Reliance, DLF, as well as Ultratech Cement, which Manish is bearish on. Okay, and from equities, let's shift focus to commodities and find out what's brewing there. Manisha Gupta, commodities editor, now joins in for a quick check on that space. Hi, Manisha, tell us what's happening there.
Hi Kamya, thank you so much for that. Well, we have seen a choppiness continuing in this space. Yesterday, we did see a knee-jerk reaction, an immediate reaction to what China has done. But since then, markets really have gone back to their fundamentals, which is of lower demand, higher supplies, and of course, markets still fighting the kind of economic data that we are seeing from most of the consuming economies there. The crude oil prices, after gaining nearly 4% yesterday, are trading flat to even bit of a negative into the Asian markets there. On your screens, 0.5% up. We started the day with nearly 1.5% on the higher side. The gold and silver prices really have been a casualty. Remember, the prices were going up because of the turmoil in China and much of emerging markets. But since an interest rate cut, you have seen prices come down quite sharply. So from nearly 1167 of a high in this week itself, we are down to 1136 for the gold prices on your screens. The base metal space, of course, saw some knee-jerk reaction as well. We did see a huge buying come in on that one yesterday. Remember, first part of this week has seen prices decline by nearly 5 to 7%. And yesterday, we did see prices gain up by 2 to 3%, but have not been able to hold on to those kind of levels. So we're back on the red when it comes to that sector. How do you trade that space though? For that, let's get in Manoj Jain with his strategies on all of that sector. Manoj, hi, it has been a very volatile commodity space and it really has been a big trigger point as well as far as other asset classes reaction goes. What's your sense really now coming in for the gold prices? That has been volatile, but we've seen the prices come off its highs. Manoj, how would you look at the gold prices? What's your sense on where we are headed on that one today in the Indian markets?
Hi, good morning, Manisha. Actually, we have seen the knee-jerk reaction in both gold and silver prices yesterday when the China has announced the rate cut, and we have seen some support in the base metal prices. But as far as the global fundamental is concerned, again we will see some support at the downside in the international market in both gold and silver prices. So as far as the intraday trading strategy is concerned, we can have a buy call somewhere around $11.25, $11.26 in international market. As far as the domestic market is concerned, 26,550 would be a good level to buy a gold for intraday strategy, and looking for the upside target of 26,900. These days we have a very volatile session in international as well as domestic market. As far as the long-term strategy is concerned, investors could stay away from the long-term strategies and in both precious and base metal peg, and they have to trade in only for intraday perspective. And for today's intraday strategy, they can buy gold on the deep somewhere around 26,550.
Manoj, what's your sense really coming in for the energy space? Because the crude oil prices have been very volatile. We've seen that as a trigger point for the movement in other asset classes also. Still trading below 40 for the US prices. We also are awaiting the US weekly inventory numbers today in the evening. What's your sense on the levels there?
Yeah, looking to some news, there may be some decline in the US inventory, and we have seen some support at the downside somewhere around 38, 39 odd levels in international market. But as far as global fundamental is concerned and supply glut situation is there in international market, we are not hoping any bull run in the crude oil prices in near term. So as and when the price gain somewhere around 2,700 odd levels, then again this will be a good opportunity to sell in the crude oil as far as intraday strategy is concerned. So we will suggest investor to go short again somewhere around 2690 or 27 odd levels, keeping a stop loss of 2730 for downside target of 2620.
Fair point that. We'll let you go at that. Manoj, thank you so much for joining us. So it's a buy on gold but a sell in crude is how India Nivesh is trading a couple of those commodities for the day today. With that, it's back to you, Kamya.
Thanks, Manisha, for getting us a quick check on that space as well as getting us those strategies from the commodity basket. Here's a quick disclaimer once again from our end. Please do consult a financial advisor before taking any position in the stocks. And with that, we'd like to thank each of our guests for taking time out and sharing those trading ideas with us.